about it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert! Crunch!
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Tighten up.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Alert! Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Hey, X3, 218, chopper.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the
Monday.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
Got it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
What are you doing? You can't get past
A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Let's go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Deep river.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Monday.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, easy.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47.
Hey, here I come.
Hot.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And James has it. And he goes out right around the 39. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 15. Hey. 11.
29 is the Mike 29.
Johnson running right. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Way to be there, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We want it. Come to my world. Tonight.
47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Now Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Zero. Here we go.
47.
Here we go.
47.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard
Ready,
line.
50, plant. Topper, topper.
Hey, let's go, let's calm the crowd. Ricky.
Hey, exit.
He's crashing.
Hit it.
2nd and 11. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Andy Dalton, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one.
Ready. 280.
Mike 47. You can't block me.
Liberty Hunt.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check
21.
Here we go.
Ready Hunt.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
3 buzz. Hey. I got it.
Hey, 70. Buzz.
Now Barner trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
40 got. Protein spill.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Watch the slats.
47 Mike. 47.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
At the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
2nd and 9 now. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Silver.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
51's the mic. 51's.
From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this
time?
A little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mike 7. Mike 29. Hey. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Stafford on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Set. Go 20.
29. Y'all not ready. Watch the safety creep.
Omaha, ready to move.
Now Stafford.
Exit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flies.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
60.
Check Mike 47. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey. You got it. 11.
Check.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. 250.
29. Watch the backer. Hey, check 24. Check.
Hey, 70. Omaha, ready, move.
They'll run it now with Barner. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check the backer.
General West.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jared Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
22 Jet Bomber. Back, back, back. Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Hit it.
Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop.
Go set. 18 Gator.
All day, punk.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Check 53. Check.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Easy work.
It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
53, Mike. Hey, watch the lane.
From the 38, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Penny. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
6-6, pull it high.
He's coming, double.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 40, Mike 40. It's going to be a long day.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm going to hit you.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a run for Barner. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Let him know. 4-7's the mic.
On 1st down at Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Joker.
Blue draw Corkers.
Check. Hatchet.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
61, matchbox lights.
Stafford looks to throw again.
Night, sweetheart.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
40's Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, orbit.
First down, Giants.
Check. Hit it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Come on, kids. Come on.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Ready.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jones operating from the gun. And this is Latimer, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down.
Bravo.
3rd and long.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He gets it complete to Latimer. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot.
Jones now on 1st down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Mike 51.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And Rosas puts this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Come on now, let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker.
Going the other way.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Check 53.
Let's go. Get it.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jared Davis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing here, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Lions, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. They will hit the road next week for a